Hello and welcome to Finland for the 17th staging of the IAAF World Under-20 Championships. I'm Tony Husband. Joining me here for the next 6 days of competition is former world champion hurdler Derval O'Rourke. Our base is beautiful Tampere, and the Tampere Stadium. We're in the south of Finland, and we're about 2 hours drive from the capital city, Helsinki. Two great lakes past this city, the Näsijärvi and the Pyhäjärvi. The scenery is beautiful, and the athletes are poised for their big moments. And that brings us to the third and final heat in the first round of the men's 1500 meters. Jake Hayward of Great Britain has had a good season, but look out for Samuel Tercera of Ethiopia, who is the big favorite to take gold here, the world leader.
It's rare you would see at an underage championship a world indoor champion, and that's what we have here. It's a US athlete.
Yared Nuguse of the United States. Move along that list, and then we'll stop there. Here he is. He won the World Indoor Championship with a really good finish in Birmingham. I was there to see that earlier this year in freezing conditions outside, but inside he was red hot. Samuel Tercera. And here's a man who is making rapid progress. Jake Hayward of Great Britain. He ran a big personal best in a Diamond League meeting in Oslo. Third in the all-time UK list now.
Yeah, Jake Hayward is an exciting talent coming through for the Brits, so it'll be good to see what he'll do here in a qualifying round at a World Under-20s.
One or 2 feet just move back slightly.
Trying to get that extra half-inch.
Yes. Even then it's 1,500 meters. Can a half-inch make a difference? Current qualifiers by time there. So Van Ryle, Juven and Asai are the 3 young men who are currently holding on to the best non-automatic qualifying time. So that is going to be worth considering and keeping an eye on. And once again, we made this point earlier, Derval, about with these athletes now, they will have an idea of what they need to do, but it's how much they let that play on their mind in what is a very tactical race anyway, particularly like you say, it's a championship. Sometimes it's not just about statistics. Yeah,
I mean, if medals were given out on statistics, none of us would come here. So it's about coming to the championship and performing on the day. And in an event like 1,500 meters, you have to be so tactically aware, you know. And Tercera, outside of his incredible ability and speed and endurance, he's very tactically aware, very smart runner, and the rest of these athletes will need to have a bit of awareness. Jake Hayward there, the Brit, looks comfortable in the middle of the pack, looks to be in a good position. That's what they're thinking. They're trying to hold a good position throughout the race and be ready for any of the moves when they come. We've got the Indian Ankit just out there, who's been the early leader, although just as we're talking about him, we see Andriessen of the Netherlands just go out in front of him. We've got the Australian in there as well. He was among the early front runners, Callum Davis. And there's a New Zealander and a Kiwi, Pretty. But there on the left of the screen is Tercera. And he will just be mindful of what's there. He won't want to get himself caught up with anything, but takes himself up onto the shoulder of the Dutch athlete with 2 laps to go now. This is the third and final heat in the first round of the men's 1,500 meters. And at this point, we see Tercera now just edge his way very, very comfortably into the lead. And those long legs of his are just, you just feel, stretching this field with every single step. So Hayward decides to go with him. And Bibic there of Serbia has just come up on the inside. And Tercera
and Hayward looking strong at the front. Tercera, his hero, is a great former Olympic champion, Kenenisa Bekele. And he's had a super couple of years. And as I said, he ran really well in inside at Birmingham this year to win his world indoor title. Sluker of Germany moving out on the outside as well. They'll come round to the bell in this first round, heat 3 of the men's 1500 meters.
Hayward has run a really good race here. He's watched Tercera the whole time, and he's just sat on him and stayed involved, being very aware. And you see him here still trying to make his way through the pack a little bit.
Now they're starting to accelerate a little bit. 56.95 that last lap through 1,200 meters. Tercera looks very, very comfortable in front. It's Bibic of Serbia who's in second. Hayward has moved well through this race, but he's just going to have to work hard a little bit in the final stages now if he's going to hang on to the third automatic qualifying position. But those three are driving away. There's a late charge being made by the Spaniard, Enrique Herreros as well. But into the home straight, it's Tercera. He looks comfortable for victory. Bibic can look over his shoulder. He can see only Hayward behind him. It's a front three. They will qualify. Tercera lays down his marker. Bibic second, Hayward third, and I think the Australian Callum Davis has produced the strongest finish of the others to come through and take fourth place, and he'll have to look for the times to see whether that will be good enough.
Hayward just stayed switched on throughout that race, always really conscious of the top 3 automatic qualifying spots, and he has been rewarded with one of those top 3. Bibic from Serbia also had a really good run, and you know, Tercera, it was almost always going to be relatively straightforward for him, but still it's good to be through and for it to be safe. There you see Bibic, the Serbian athlete, great run by him.
Yeah, personal best for him. Jake Hayward in third and 3:45. The other time's still coming in, but these three just showed a little bit of extra class when it mattered, and ultimately it's a good qualification. Good battle going on behind there, though. And watch the Australian. The Spaniard had come through quite strongly, Herreros, but a really good finish from Callum Davis. Found that kick in the home straight the last 50 metres, and delighted to get through in fourth place. 3:46.32 was his finishing time. And we will, he may just sneak through as the last of the automatic qualifiers. We'll have to wait and confirm that as we see Tercera lining up to speak to the media.
Popular athlete Tercera, you know, so successful already on the senior circuit. Everybody will want to know how he's feeling, what he's hoping to do in the final here.